So let's find a comfortable seat as usual. Tall spine. Scoop in the belly. Shoulders up and back. Big breaths. So as I was, are you good, Linda? Thumbs up? Yeah, okay. So as I was planning today's class, the focus that came up for me was strength. So both in some of the choices that I made for class are more strength-based, and also just as we're going through the moves, just having that focus in your mind, that strong arms, strong legs, strong core, strong back. So having said all that, let's make a light fist in front of our chest with our two hands. And just picture in front of you a punching bag, just a little bag in front. And you're going to do some little rolling punch moves here. We're just kind of getting ourselves warmed up. So punch, punch, punch. And continue to think about that tall spine. Scoop in the lower abs. Keeping all of that as we're punching our fists here. And then you could go in the other direction. So just change that direction of your rolling punching arms. And again, we'll change directions. I'll bring them back forward. Last time, I'll change direction. Nice work. And then you can bring your arms down to your side. Give them a shake, roll out your shoulders. Tuning back into crown of the head, reaching to the ceiling, sitting tall, core engaged, and then bring those light fists in front of your chest again. So your elbows are lifted slightly. And then extend your right arm out to the side, out to a T. Pausing here. We're going to think about expanding, starting at the sternum or your breastbone, across the chest, across the shoulders, and then into the arms. So as we think about that, expanding across the chest, you're going to bring this lifted elbow a little bit further back, at the same time bringing that extended arm a little bit back. So not only are we bringing the arms back, but thinking about that expanding across the chest. And then go ahead and bring your fist back to center, and we'll go to the other arm. So left arm out to the side, and then same idea, bringing that elbow back and the arm back, thinking of that expansion, collarbones getting wider, and then fists come back in front of your chest. We can add on to this as the arm extends out to the side. You could turn your head gently to look in the direction of that extending arm. And the elbow pulls back and the arm pulls back, expand, and bring the fist in front of your chest. And then other arm out to the side, and turn your head to the direction of that extending arm. Pull back, think about shoulder blades pulling back, fists in front of the chest, and we'll do one more to each side. Extending arm, turning head, pulling back. Fists come forward. Last one here. Arm out to the side, turning your head, expand, and back to center. Nice work. And bring your arms down, shake everything out, roll. And then extend your legs out in front of you. And bring your hands just slightly behind you. So you could be either up on your fingertips or on the palms of your hands, just a little bit of support here with our hands, but we're still staying in this tall seated position with our neutral spine. Flex your toes up to the ceiling. So feel that activation of muscles all through the legs. And then just lift your right leg off the floor, just slightly off the floor, just enough so that we can point and flex at the ankle a few times freely. So we feel that strength all the way up the leg, pointing and flexing at the ankle, and then pause and make a couple circles at the ankle in one direction and then in the other direction. And then let that leg come down, other leg lifts. We start with the point and flex at the ankle, circle at the ankle, go the other way. Nice work. Leg comes down. And then cross your legs again in front of you. Bring your right leg out to the side into your mermaid position. So bringing that foot over to the side, or modify as needed. You have this leg extended. And then we're going to bring the left hand down to the mat, either on fingertips or the palm of your hand, and then right onto the ceiling. Side bend over, and pause here in your side bend. Nice expansion through the side of your body. And then lifting up, just lifting that arm back up to the ceiling. We're going to go again to the same side. This time option, as you come over to the side, weight into that hand on the mat. You could lift your hips off of the mat and just pause here, maybe have a full breath. And then come all the way down, hips come down, arm to the ceiling. We'll do that 2 more times to this side. Over to the side if you want, lift your hips. Come on down. Last one to this side. Stretch, stretch, and coming back down. Bring your arm down. We're going to switch the position of our legs. So legs come over to the other side. And you've got your right hand down, left arm to the ceiling. Start just by coming over to the side. The first one, we won't lift our hips. Just side bend, expand through the rib cage. Come back up, fingertips to the ceiling. And then next time we can have the option to lift the hips. Let the hips come down, reach to the ceiling. We'll do that 2 more times, whichever variation you're choosing, hips lifting or staying down. Come on down, and we'll do 1 more here. Big good morning stretch. And back to center. Nice work. Make your way to hands and knees. Coming to tabletop position, head in line with spine. Belly button pulled towards the spine. Right leg coming out behind you. Toes are pointing down. Leg is at about hip height. Left arm, opposite arm is going to reach forward. Pause here. Full breath. And then keeping your arm and leg extended, we're going to come out to the side and then back to center. And keep going out to the side and back to center. And you're breathing, keeping the torso of the body as stable as you can while you're moving the arm and the leg. 3 more. Last one. And then hand down and knee down. Other side, left leg, toes point down, right arm reaches forward. Pause here, have a breath. When you're ready, arm and leg out to the side and back to center. And keep going. Let's go 3 more. Nice work. And then hand down and knee down. And you could roll out your wrists, shake out your arms. From hands and knees position, we're going to do 4 push-ups in this position. So as we bend our elbows, elbows stay close to the body, chest lowers, and then push away. Lower down, chest coming towards the mat, and push away. 2 more like that. Arm strength. And then pause at the top. We're going to do 4 more push-ups, and we're going to move into a kneeling plank. You can always stay here if that was feeling like the right place to stay. Otherwise, we're stepping our toes back. Hips are low. Once you're in your full plank, you let your knees come down. Keep those hips low, and then 4 push-ups here. Elbows stay close to the body and then push away. Inhale on your way down. Exhale, push up. 2 more. Nice work. Bring your knees forward and lift yourself all the way up into kneeling. You can shake out your arms, roll out your wrists. Any moves you want to do, shake it all away. And then slightly bringing your hips forward. Arms out to a T. Palms are facing down, shoulders relax down away from ears. Right leg out to the side, land on the sole of the foot, toes pointing forward. Tipping over, land on that left hand. And you can bring your top fingertips behind your ear, lifting the elbow to the ceiling. From here, we're going to gently lift and lower that extended leg, just lifting and lowering, tapping down lightly, toes to the mat. For 3, 2, 1 more here. Bring yourself back up, arms out to the side, knee comes down. We're switching sides, other leg out to the side, tip over, land on your hand, top fingertips behind your ears, light lift and lower of that leg. Let's go 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Lift yourself back up. And hands come down and arms come down. Shake out the arms, roll out the shoulders. Make your way back to hands and knees, tabletop position. We're going to go into a plank hold. We're actually going to do 2 different planks. So the first one option is for extended arms, and then after that we'll be doing a forearm. But if you prefer, you can do 2 forearm planks. So fingers are wide, spread wide, core engaged. We're going to step those toes back, come into your full plank, lower your hips. You can always bring your knees down, and we're breathing. We're going to stay here for a count of 8. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And knees come down. Take a moment to roll out your wrists, any moves your body wants to do as we work on that strength, full body strength. Our next plank is going to be our forearm plank. So come down onto your forearms, either palms down or hands clasped. Step your toes back, lower hips. Your body's all in one line. We're breathing. Again, we stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. And knees down. Lift yourself up. Let's swing the feet forward. Knees bent, feet on the mat, legs are parallel. Take a moment to take a full breath or 2. Lower yourself onto your forearms. Scoop in the belly. Right knee is going to come in towards your chest. And then we're going to extend that right leg and just hover above the mat. And knee comes in. Extend and hover. Foot is flex. Keep going. Knee in. Extension. Do 1 more like this, and then pause with that extended leg hovering. Lift and lower your leg. Toes are pointing straight up at the ceiling. We're lifting and lowering. Next time your leg lowers, keep it hovering above the mat and bring the leg out to the side and then back to center. Your toes point up the whole time. 2 more. Nice work. And then bend your knee and foot comes down. Other leg. Left knee comes in. Extend the leg to hover and keep going. You're breathing. Next time your leg extends to hover, we're lifting and lowering that leg. And next time the leg is lowered and hovering, bringing it out to the side and then back to center. Keep the toes pointing up. Two more. Nice work, you guys. And bring that foot down. We're going to stay back here on our forearms, so make any little adjustments you need to, or if you need to come up for a moment and have a breath and then make your way back down. Scooping the belly, lifting feet this time. Both feet are lifted. We're going to flex at the ankles again, so toes are pointing up. With a strong leg, your right leg is going to push away from you, extend out, and then pull that knee back in. And then left leg, push away and pull the knee in. And keep going like this, just alternating legs. So visualize that you have something heavy block that you're pushing away from you each time. Using that leg strength. And one more to each side. Nice work. And then you can go ahead and bring your feet down, lift yourself forward. Hands on shins, slide your hands down towards your feet. Let your upper body come forward onto your legs. Let your head drop forward, a couple big breaths. And then lifting up, and make sure you have mat behind you. We're going to make our way onto our back. So reaching your arms forward, roll yourself down with control onto your back. Arms are at your side. Couple big breaths. With the core engaged, we're going to lift our feet. Upper body curl up and over, lifting arms, palms facing down, either knees bent or legs extend away from you, pumping your arms, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, and out, breathe in, and out, breathe in, and out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. 2 more rounds, breathing in and out, in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And knees come in, head comes down. Pull your knees to your chest. Have a breath. And feet down to the mat. For our next exercise, we're going to do single leg stretch, and tempo is going to be slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. Always reminder, you could bring one hand lightly behind your head and just use one hand, or halfway through, you could always bring your head down. So just always those reminders. Belly engaged, feet lifted, upper body curls up and over, one knee comes in, inside hand at your knee, outside hand down to the ankle, other leg extends away, and we start with 2 slow. So we go slow, slow, and then fast, fast, fast. And again, slowly pulling that knee in and slow, and then 3 a bit quicker. And again for slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. Again, slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. Slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. One more round. Slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. Nice work. Let that head come down. Feet to the mat. Let's do some windshield wiper knees with your feet a little wider, just letting those knees sway. Full breaths. To center, feet hip width apart. Crisscross, we're going to do that same tempo, slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. Core engaged and feet lifted. Upper body curls up and over, hands lightly behind the head, elbows wide. As right knee comes in, left leg extends, and we twist to the right, and we're going to go too slow, 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 and then fast, fast, fast. Here we go again for slow, slow with a pause, and then fast, fast, fast again, slow with control, slow, fast, fast, fast. 2 more rounds, slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. Last one here, slow, slow, fast, fast, fast. Nice work. Bring everything down. Choose a stretch. You could bring knees to your chest, or you could do full body stretch. And then coming back to knees bent, feet on the mat, arms at your side. Our next exercise is double leg stretch. Let's go right into it. With the core engaged and feet lifted, upper body curls up, palms on either side of knees. Inhale, legs extend away, arms overhead. Exhale, circle your arms, knees come in, touch your knees. Inhale, arms and legs extend. Exhale, circle around. Give those knees a little pull to the chest, and then go again. Long arms and legs. 3 more rounds. Last one here, you guys. Nice work, you got it. And then head down and feet down. Big breath. We're going to be making our way to seated, so lots of options. The option I'll take today is I'm going to bring my knees in and rock lengthwise back and forth on my spine, and then eventually rock myself up. So with knees to the chest, upper body curled up, I'm going to bring my hands under my knees and then just rock back and forth on my spine until I rock up to seated. So let's all make our way to seated, and then we'll come back up to kneeling. You can always bring that cushion under your knees, fold up your mat, make your knees comfortable. So like we did earlier, we're going to have arms out to a T. Check in with your shoulders. If your shoulders have hiked up or you feel a lot of tension, just see if you can let them relax down. Palms are facing down. Right leg comes out to the side, sole of the foot. We're tipping over, landing on that left hand. Fingertips behind the ear, elbow up to the ceiling. Lift that extended leg in the air. We're going to do a knee toward the elbow. So as you bend your knee, bring it forward, and then bring your elbow towards your knee. They don't have to actually touch. You're just bringing them towards each other, and then you're lifting that elbow back to the ceiling as you extend the leg back to starting. And then knee bends in, elbow toward the knee, and then lift and extend, and keep going like this. Slow and controlled. So lots of strength going on here. We're also targeting those side of the waist muscles, our oblique side of the body. Let's do 2 more. Make sure you're breathing. On this last one, pause here. Stay here. Leg is still lifted, extended, and then little circles in the air with this extended leg in one direction, and then go in the other direction. And then bring that foot down, lift yourself all the way back up to center. Bring your arms down and knee down. Shake out your arms, shake out your shoulders. Other side, left leg out to the side, land on the sole of the foot, arms out to your T, shoulders relaxed, tipping over, land on your right hand. Fingertips behind your ear. Lift that leg in the air. Again, bending the knee, bringing it forward, and elbow toward the knee, and then extend away. Lift the elbow, extend the leg, and then elbow to knee, and extend. Keep going like this. Thinking about those oblique abdominals pulling in, full body strength, extending out. 2 more here. Next time you extend, pause here. Little circles with that leg. Change direction. You got this. Nice work. Let that leg come down. Lift yourself all the way up. Knee comes down, arms come down. Roll the shoulders. Extend your legs out on the mat. Let's have legs extended and start just by reaching forward over your legs and then with control rolling down onto your back. Let your arms come overhead. Have a breath. Arms back down to the sides. Slide your feet in. Another big breath. And then we're going to bring our legs to touch. So zip your legs together. You have that activation between your thighs, holding your legs together. Keeping thighs and knees touching. Lift your right foot so that right leg is extended. Foot is lifted, but our knees are still together. Arms are going to come overhead, palms facing up. Inhale to start, and as you exhale, lift your arms to the ceiling. Curl upper body up. Reach your fingertips towards those toes. And then come all the way back down. And again, inhaling to start, exhale, reach, reach, reach. The leg is staying stable. We're not bringing the leg towards the arms. We're just bringing our upper body up, reaching the fingertips, and then coming all the way back down. Maintain that activation between the legs, pushing the legs towards each other. Let's do one more here. Reach, reach, reach with a little pause. Come all the way down. Leave your arms as they are as we switch legs. So right foot comes down, left foot lifts. Inhale to start, exhale, curl up. Little pause each time you curl up. Think about reaching those fingertips a little bit further towards the toes each time. And we'll do 2 more. Nice work. Last one here. Come on down. Bring your foot down. Soles of the feet touch. Let your knees fall out to the side. You could bring your arms out to a T. Just have 2 or 3 full breaths. Everything heavy toward the mat. Lifting the knees. Feet are hip width apart, legs parallel. Actually, we'll keep our arms out to a T for this next one. So arms out to the sides with palms facing up. Scoop in the belly, and then let's lift the feet. Bring your legs to touch. Keeping the left leg just where it is, let your right leg come out to the side. So just keep the knee bent, let your right leg come out to the side, and then back to center, legs touch. And then left leg out to the side, and back to center. And keep going like this, alternating your legs coming out to the side and back to center, using the stabilizing muscles to keep the rest of your body still as you just move one leg at a time in the hip socket. One more to each side. And then pause at center with both legs touching. Keep your legs together now and let both legs come over to the right. just as far as you can maintain control, keeping that left shoulder down, and then legs come back to center and over to the other side. And then we'll slowly keep going like this. So you're keeping both shoulders down on the mat, only going as far as you can keep control. And as you lift your legs back to center, again, you're thinking about oblique abdominals, pulling your legs up. One more to each side. It's a nice little massage for the lower back too. Back to center and let those feet come down with control. Arms to your side, palms down, tucking shoulder blades under, feet close to you. Pushing into feet, lift your hips to bridge, pause at the top. And then slowly come down. Keeping legs parallel to each other, lifting back up to bridge, pause at the top. Again, keeping your left leg stable, let your right knee fall out to the side, hips stay level, and then lift your right knee. Left knee out to the side, and then lift that left knee. And keep going like this, alternating sides. One leg falls out to the side, and then the other leg falls out to the side. So you're keeping the opposite leg stable. You're keeping hips lifted and level. And then we'll do one more to each side. And then pause at center. Keeping hips lifted, now we'll have both knees come out to the side and then both knees back to center. Keep going like this. So you're coming onto the edges of your feet as the knees come out to the side. And just do two more here. Nice work. And then let yourself come all the way down, lowering those hips. Nice work. Let's have a full body stretch before we make our way to our side. So just slide your feet out and arms overhead. You can have a nice generous bend in your elbows, couple big breaths. When you're ready, you'll be rolling over onto your side. And so two options for our side plank today. So we'll all be on our forearm of that bottom arm. And as usual, you can bend that bottom leg, or you could have both legs extended and your top foot staggered in front of your bottom foot to come up. So you decide on your option for plank. And once you lift up, you could just have your fingertips behind your ears of that top hand with elbow lifted, and we'll stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Hips come down. Support your head. Legs are extended in line with your body. Just hover that top leg above the bottom leg. Foot is flexed. Toes are pointing forward. Bring your knee towards your chest and then push away. And again, knee comes in towards the chest and push away. And just like we visualized earlier, we're going to visualize we're pushing against something heavy, pushing it out of our way as we extend that leg. So think about that strong leg pushing away. 2 more like that. And then next time you push away, keep that leg just hovering above the bottom leg with the foot flexed and little pulses here, just little lift and lower, pulsing that leg in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the leg hovering. Now we're going to do a full lift and lower. So lift to the ceiling and lower. And you're leading with your heel, so the toes stay pointing forward. We're not leading with toes. Next time you lift that leg to the ceiling, let's keep it lifted and then little pulses up here in the air. Pulse that leg out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let the leg come down. You can rest the leg down for a breath. We're going to go into bicycle. So knee up to the chest, kick that foot out and circle it around. Knee to the chest and circle. Sideline bicycle. So trying to isolate the movement just at that top hip. Next time the knee comes towards the chest, let's lower the top leg down. Bottom foot is flexed. Lift and lower the bottom leg. And then next time you lift the bottom leg, keep it lifted and little pulses here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Extend that top leg on top so both legs are extended. And then reach your bottom arm overhead. So just let that arm extend right overhead, palm facing up, and let your head rest down onto your arm. From here, we're going to bend your bottom knee. So just bending that bottom leg, let your foot come behind you and the top toes can come down to the mat, and then slide those top toes forward. So top leg is coming forward. From here, we're going to take the top hand and start to reach it behind. So we're trying to reach for the floor or the mat behind you. And as you do that, allow yourself to roll onto your back. Let your head come down. Reach those fingertips down to the mat. And then from here, just noticing that opening across the chest and across that top shoulder, as well as a nice stretch through the hip. And you could maybe slide your fingertips a little further away from you or your top toes a little further away. So just come to a place where you're feeling a nice big stretch. And then we'll stay here for a couple breaths. And then take your time to slowly come back to your side. And then come on over to the other side. Starting on your forearm. And choose your leg position of choice. So you could have that bottom knee bent, or you can have your both legs extended, feet staggered, top foot in front, lifting hips into your side plank, fingertips behind your ear, elbow lifted, breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips, support your head, legs extended. Top leg hovers, foot is flexed, bending knee towards your chest, and then strong push away. And knee comes in and extend. So keeping that foot flexed the whole time, really feeling those muscles working. Two more. Next time you extend, pause here. You still have the foot flexed, little pulses here. Just a tiny lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And then lifting up to the ceiling and lower. And keep going. Let's do a couple more here. Next time that leg lifts, little pulses up here in the air. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg, have a breath. Into bicycle, knee comes up, circle the leg around, keep going. Do a couple more. And then bringing the knee towards the chest, lower that top leg, bottom leg, foot is flexed. We're lifting and lowering bottom leg. Next time it's lifted, pause, little pulses here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Extend that top leg, both legs extended. Bottom arm is going to reach overhead, and then let your head just rest down on that extended arm, palm facing up. Bending the bottom leg, foot just comes behind you, and start to slide those top toes forward. Take your top hand, reach behind you, and let yourself roll onto your back. Let your head come down. Those fingertips, top fingertips could reach a little further behind, or your foot can reach a little forward. Big breaths, and then just allow yourself to feel the stretch. And when you're ready, starting to come back to your side and coming back up onto hands and knees. We're going to do the two planks that we did earlier. So it'll be full body plank for a count of 8, and then forearm plank for a count of 8. And or if you want to choose whatever variations work for you. So fingers spread, belly engaged, stepping toes back, come to your full plank, hips are low. We're staying here to breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And knees come down. And take a moment to shake out your arms, roll out your wrists. Onto your forearms. Stepping toes back, forearm plank, and breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can let your hips come down. And we're going to make our way down onto our belly, lowering your forehead down onto the mat. So let's extend our left arm overhead. Forehead is on the mat, left arm reaching overhead with palm down. And then bend your right knee. So your right foot is in the air, and right arm is just going to be alongside your body with your palm down. So our arms are going in opposite directions. Now we just have that right foot in the air. And keeping all of that, on your next inhale, we're going to lift our head and our chest. So you're just lifting that upper body. Pause here, and then lower the upper body. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And just do that 2 more times. Last one. Nice work. And we're going to switch everything around. So bring your right arm overhead, palm down. Let your foot come down. Left arm alongside your body with palm down. And then just lifting that left foot in the air. Keeping everything as it is. Arms are reaching in opposite directions. We're going to lift that upper body, lifting head, lifting chest, and then lowering down. Inhale to lift, using back strength, lower down. 2 more like that. Last one. Nice work. Let the foot come down and bring your right arm alongside your body. So both arms are alongside the body with palms down. Slide your arms out slightly away from your body. And we're going to do an upper body airplane. So now we're lifting head, chest, and arms. Pause here. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your upper body with legs extended. You're going to lift both legs. Pausing here. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the legs. And now we're lifting everything. Head, chest, arms and legs. Lift, lift, lift. Strong back. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. You can stack your hands under your forehead. So resting your head down on your stacked hands, legs extended out parallel. Keep your right leg extended and lift it off of the mat. Toes are pointed, and then little pulses here. So just pulsing that right leg in the air. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the leg come down. Left leg lifts, pointing toes, pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg comes down. Hands under your shoulders. Lift yourself up. Swing your legs forward. We're going to make our way onto our back. So you could do a full roll down with legs extended, reach forward, roll yourself down onto your back. And then we're going to slide our feet in, knees are bent. Bring your arms to your sides. You're starting to slow your breath down. Big, full breaths. And bring your right knee into your chest. Your hands can either be on your shin or under your knee to start bringing that knee in for a stretch. Your left leg can either stay bent or you can slide your leg out on the mat. Just thinking about your full breaths. Focus on bringing the air right to the bottom of the lungs. And then let's clasp our hands around the right thigh and then extend that right leg up to the ceiling. Point and flex at your ankle a few times. Pause, circle at your ankle in one direction and then go in the other direction. And pause, have a breath. If your left leg is extended on the mat, slide that foot back in so you have the left knee bent, and then you can bring your right ankle on top of your left knee and let your right knee fall out to the side. So you could bring your hand onto your thigh and just kind of guide that right knee out to the side for a gentle hip stretch. Just going to stay here for a couple breaths. And then bring your right knee back towards your chest. So coming back to where we started, just pulling that knee in towards the chest. And then again, slide the left leg out on the mat. Keep your opposite hand, left hand on the knee, and bring your right arm out to the side with palm facing up. We're going to use that left hand on the knee to guide your knee across midline, coming into a twist. So start guiding your knee across midline. You can adjust your hips as you go, just to bring that knee to wherever feels like a nice stretch for you. Your toes might come down to the mat. And if you prefer a different twist, you can always go into a different variation. So you can leave that left hand on your leg. If it's comfortable, you could turn your head to the right. We're going to stay here and breathe and just letting everything relax into this position. So use your breath to allow your arms, your legs, everything to feel heavy. And have 2 or 3 more full breaths wherever you are. And if your head's turned to the side, you could start to bring your head to center and then slowly bringing your knee back up to center. Then adjusting hips, bring your foot down. Slide both legs out on the mat and let your arms come overhead. Couple breaths, centering and aligning. And then slide both feet in. And now we're bringing the left knee into the chest, hands on the shin or under the knee. And your right leg can either stay bent or slide out on the mat. And go ahead and extend that left leg to the ceiling, hands clasped behind your thigh. And we'll point and flex at the ankle. Circle at your ankle. Change direction. And pause your foot and have another breath. Slide your right foot in so your right knee is bent, and then take that left ankle on top of the right knee. And using your hand as a guide, you can let that left knee come out to the side now. And then once again, bringing the left knee towards the chest, hands on your knee. Right leg is going to slide out again. And keep your opposite hand on your knee as your left arm comes out to the side, palm faces up. We're going to go into that twist again. So we're using the hand on the knee as a guide to help bring the knee over. You might adjust your hips a little more over as you come into your twist. Make any little adjustments. You could turn your head to the left, but don't strain your neck. Using big inhales into any area of tension, and then your exhales to allow yourself to relax. We'll stay here for a few big breaths. Two or three more breaths. Just let everything go. Be fully supported. Start to bring head and knee to center. Let your foot come down. Adjust yourself to midline. Slide your legs out, arms overhead. Just have a nice generous bend in your elbows and let everything be heavy. Slide your feet in. Bring your knees to your chest and one hand on each knee. Use your hands to circle your knees, both knees going in the same direction. And then go the other way. Pausing at center. And then rolling over onto your side and lifting yourself back up to seated. We'll do that mermaid stretch that we did at the beginning. And you can always just choose to do a seated side stretch. So if you prefer just to stay cross-legged or any other way. If you're coming into mermaid, we're going to bring one leg out to the side. And hand down on the mat, lifting your arm to the ceiling, side bend over. We'll start with just the side bend. Lifting the arm to the ceiling, and then that option to lift your hips as you come over to the side. You could lift your hips right up. Big, big, big stretch, reaching your fingertips away. Coming back, hips down, lifting up to the ceiling, and again, over to the side. Lowering down, one more here. Lowering yourself down, we'll switch sides, bring your feet over to the other side. Hand down on the mat, arm to the ceiling. Start with just the side bend without lifting hips. Coming back to center, and then 3 times with hip lifts. Lifting up, reach those fingertips away. Come on down. Inhale, exhale. Last one. And coming to center, finding your comfortable seated position. Tall, shoulders relaxed. And we'll close our eyes for a few moments here. Just tuning into your breath. So bringing all of your attention to your breath, just seeing what it feels like to breathe today as the air moves in through our nose, into our lungs, filling up the lungs, expanding the rib cage, and then rib cage softening as the air moves back out. And just notice that for a few breaths. And as you continue with your full breaths, just letting the shoulders relax a little more away from the ears. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face. And start to open your eyes. Fingertips down. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One more here. Thank you. Thank you. Have a lovely day, you guys.